Anime in 2016. You, I know. Weeboos in 2016. Waifus in 2016. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. It looks really good for an alpha. I was very surprised. Combat's really, really crazy too. Alright. I may have to bust out my second monster of the night pretty soon, but we'll see. We'll see. I might be okay with just one. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I never finished it. It's really fun. October is next month. A couple weeks, you know? Be a great time to play it. What a weird spot to put me in. I want to play the sequel as well. Probably right after this. I vaguely remember that we have to clog up that thing with a log or something. No, we slow it down so that we can crawl into it, I think. Some shit like that. Head is pounding and hands are shaking. Not good. Yeah, this. Yeah. Okay, so let me go get a rock. Actually, I wonder. Nice. I wonder if it'll let me use the tools I have on me. Like this. No. Okay. Let me see, do I have desktop capture? Yes, I do. Okay. It's weird. I think it's because he's going insane, but it feels stuttery. If that makes sense. Okay, that's fine, I guess. It could be just because he's going insane and it just looks weird. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like... It's moving. It's kind of... I don't know. It's throwing me off when I'm walking. I need a rock. I need Dwayne Johnson. What the fuck?
What's happening? What are you doing? Let me go! Please, don't take me! Nobody ever returns!
Now Kieran's already stuck in my head. Why does that Weeboo tune has to be so good? What the fuck is that? Oh, a dead rat? Huh. Certainly not Dwayne Johnson. Not even close to being a Samoan. I guess technically he's half Samoan. Some more dead rats. Oh, couldn't I just jump on it? Maybe? What's that? Pretty sure it was a rock though. Oh, right. Radio. Wow, 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 wow. Right. Let's try opposites. Call PETA, report me. Rat vermin abuse. Ah, shit. Not even close. PETA. see if this is slow enough. We did it in my space. Oh man, Kieran, have you seen that new Twitch game on Twitch? The marbles game where you can play the game in the Twitch chat. Marble Race, I think is what it's called.
Daniel, turn around this instant. You are carrying the shadow with you.
Am I now? Oh, Latinum. Yeah, hell yeah, I want that shit. Please. You have not? It's kind of cool. Wait. Nope. Eat a dead rat. Ooh, a rock. Shut up, injury behind you. Yes. He's still there? Sounds like the Big Daddy from BioShock. quick bugger, isn't he? Let's hope he can't climb. Ah, okay. I remember this. I think we're gonna see a naked old man very soon.
Agrippa,
What's up, God? I haven't seen you in a while.
stay awake. Can you feel the syringe?
No, I can't feel anything. Alexander,
Yes.
soon I won't even be able to move, will I?
Your life is.
Hey, we were playing that yesterday, God,
But
when it came out. Kieran, me, and another streamer, Encroacher. We were all playing it yesterday. But I'm on such a tight schedule as far as streaming goes. I can't even play it like tonight or tomorrow. I don't even know when it ends. So I was trying to get in as quickly as possible. My friend was trying to sit through the whole tutorial, and I'm like, oh, I don't have time for this. I just want to play the game and at least get some kind of taste for it. Because every Friday I do Freaky Friday, which is horror games at night. I started Amnesia last week. We're almost done with it. And then I want to do the sequel to this right afterwards. I'm in a rush because in October I have to have all this done in time for Spooktacular is what I think I'm going to call it, or Horror Month. It's going to be all horror games for the month of October. So I got to get the stuff I got done, started now, finished before that time comes, because I'm not going to have time for the whole month to play anything. So I've been playing Tomorrow Children, which is a PlayStation game. I've been trying to get as much time in on that. And Bioshock Remastered just came out yesterday, and I put in 2 hours for that yesterday. So I got to finish that also before October. Or at least the first and second Bioshocks, hopefully. And so because of that, you know, I can only give For Honor 2 hours, unfortunately. So many games to play in so little time, I swear to God. Yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely. October's gonna be rough because I gotta have those games that I have planned for that month done in time for Halloween, because on Halloween it's gonna be my first playthrough of Until Dawn. So it's like everything has to be done by October 31st. So it's a lot of pressure to get stuff done really quickly. A lot of those games are short, so like Outlast and the Whistleblower DLC are both really short, probably 4 hours at the most, 5. Complete both of them.
Me. Who's the switch? Next to me. Please. gratitude. My name is Agrippa. Who might you be? Daniel? Like some prophet thrown into the lion's den? Tell me, are you among the lions, Daniel? You want to stop Alexander? Oh my, so Babylon shall fall, you say? You worry too much. Alexander is toothless without an awl. He has one. That's not very promising at all. The sanctum is basically impenetrable, but guessed by all. It could be breached by another, but Alexander broke his, my own, a long time ago. Really? Well, if you tell the truth, by all means, seek out the pieces of the broken wall and mend away. I believe he uses them for torture now. They practically leak, man, which is quite useful, I understand. There should be 6 of them. Look around the choir and the transept. You should be able to find them there.
Yeah, Kieran, I'm working on it, my dude. We'll see. Hopefully I'll have time for that wonderful game that you recommended to me on Steam.
I hate to bother you, further, but if you're really going after Alexander, would you consider taking me with you? I know it sounds ridiculous. I mean, look
A balloon artist, snap.
if you find anything concerning a man named Johann Heim, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to help me. A recipe for some sort of potion, a tonic to free me from this husk of mine.
Well, that explains it, God. How did your PC build, though?
Cornelius Agrippa.
I know you're working on that last.
Dead husk for years. Who knows how many? Hundreds, I presume.
And what games are you playing right now currently, now that you have a PC build ready? To play some awesome games, I'm sure. I think you have a 1070, right? Remember correctly? He finally made it. Yeah, I think he has a 1070. Damn, which would be better, Spook House of Jump Scares or the Michigan one you mentioned? I'm probably not gonna play it. It looks like such garbage. How was Anime Club the Sugar and how was Chick-fil-A? I knew it. I knew it was a 1070. Got that right. And a 67K CPU. That's more than enough, man. This should last you a while. But no SSD still, my dude. That should be the next thing you should work towards. And then you're perfect. You won't need anything else. I don't know about that. The cooler, I think it's liquid cooler, right? God, that's an awesome build. That's really good. Oh, you have 2.1 gigahertz on the RAM? That can't be right. Chick-fil-A is being consumed as we speak. Nice. Nice, my dude. Yeah, didn't you say that's the one that has all those like crazy loot jokes, Distributor?
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is
Remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
Huh. That's well, yeah, I know Shin-chan. Shin-chan's the one with the little kid, but there was another one you were telling me about too, though, that was about school and had puns and stuff, and it was very it could be considered offensive, I guess.
12th of August, 1839. Banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed.
Overwatch still?
Spend my time helping out the prisoners. Being around these degenerates makes me ill.
Oh, that's right, Ghost Stories.
None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation. I try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
Yeah, last time I played it was what, Tuesday or Wednesday. I was like, God damn, I forgot how good this game was. I think they have the castle level now on PlayStation, right? God, you're Xbox, right? You're not on PlayStation? If you're on PlayStation, I'm playing the Tomorrow Children. I don't know if you have enough time, but I don't think you are. You would have added me on PlayStation if you had one. I'm pretty sure you're just PC, actually, if I remember correctly. Maybe Xbox? Vaguely remember you not really liking Xbox too, though, just like me. I was gonna say, I get you in on that Tomorrow Children as well. Won't budge. Can we use this? We're gonna need that for the sphere. Alright, we'll come back to that. We also have gears up here. Tinderbox. Game, please. Okay. Oh yeah, Rocket League. Yeah, especially that new update that Karen was talking about yesterday. Whatever it's called. Overwatch or Rocket League? And the only reason I kind of would want Overwatch for PC is just for the frame rate and for the controls, honestly. But it's not really a necessity since I still have the game at least on PlayStation. Ugh, X-Bone. It's okay, not everybody can be perfect. We can all be a little bit flawed, I suppose. All is lost. I must once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb, first found by Agrippa, I have depended on it for my research. The incident with Wilhelm made me most impetuous, fearing a paucity of prisoners. Proceed with the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into 6 parts. I have tried everything, but have yet to mend the thing. Unless I can think of a way to piece it together, I will have to find another. There's still life in pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of its power for other purposes. Centuries have passed in vain, and I begin to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can I sustain my life? We are going to have to find the pieces, though, as well. Overwatch you already rebought, and Rocket League a while back for PC. Nice. Yeah, the one thing I don't like about Rocket League on PlayStation is that it has screen tears. Like, it's just can't handle it almost. Like, the frames are too fast for it when you move the camera and stuff. Which, you know, you're not gonna have that issue on PC. And this is where we're gonna put the orb. Alright.
Is this guilt I'm witnessing then? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you?
Just like Regent's Park.
Oops. 3 years later, and maybe I'll finally find out how this story ends. Kinda can't wait to finally beat this game.
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment. The people you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cellmate.
I know this. I've been here already. I know this taste. A taste of Damascus rose obfuscating the truth in a dim haze.
No worries, God.
May sweep the traces from my memory, but my body remembers. These cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They will be back. They will be back.
They will be back. You want to get to Sanctuary and BL2. 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 It's not Black Ops. Danganronpa. Nice, my dude. I remember you saying that you didn't want it to end though, or you knew that the ending was gonna be kind of shitty. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised if it's anything like the game. Oh yeah, Borderlands. True. I started that game but never finished it.
How are things coming? Alexander is quite impressive in many ways. We're all impatient.
Fine.
time's the next best thing. Alexander really wanted none other than Johann Weyer.
It won't budge for now. It may budge later. Spiders with big butts. Gross, man. I have a feeling that door's gonna budge sooner or later. Okay, we got these
9th of
switches.
August 1839. I can't stop sweating and shaking. The warding ritual was not something of a sane mind. I did not even realize the dungeon was still in use. Alexander had his servants bring one of the prisoners, a murderer, he told me. Alexander made all the arrangements, but he said I had to perform the ritual in order to have the right effect. The shadow could be led astray by the blood of another. Killing the man would provide us precious time. What else could I do? Alexander said it had to be done. He is saving my life. I don't have the luxury of argument.
Well then, it must be done. What could he do? Something with the machinery.
Little bitch.
What? Danganronpa for the fans. Absolute lies. Yeah. Kind of see why you would say that. If I remember the ending correctly, though, don't you worry, buddy. It will all make sense in due time. We need the meat for the monster. He was in...
That is good to see. What level? Oh, that one. So many of Alexander's things.
He was like in some water or something. Ah, yes. It's coming to me now. You have to lure him or something. Yes, I'm starting to remember. Oh, yeah, I don't know anything about the third one. Okay. It's just starting to seem kind of like a big fuck you from the creator, maybe. Do we drop the meat in the sewer? We have to go back to the sewer, maybe? Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Because the machine isn't working. Yeah, once I get down there, so we're gonna find out. Yeah. Let me make sure though. It was either that. Well, first of all, let's check here. That's what we need to get to. Alright, what can we use? A rock, maybe? I enjoyed both Future Arc and the Despair Arc, but the character deaths are still too much. Yeah. Let's see. A rock seems to work for everything, though. It's true. Everything up to this point's been rock.
Find her.
And make sure I don't have to. Whoa! Put this here. Yeah, it's gonna go down in the machine at the bottom. Alright. Yes, this is starting to make sense now, if I remember correctly. No, I would just watch the playthroughs of it. This guy I used to watch. I don't even know if he streams anymore. He was the owner. He was the owner of an arcade. He was a part of the Street Fighter community, or the FGC, I think it's what it's called. But yeah, he was from Southern California, and he would stream from his arcade. But he would play a lot of weeaboo games, and there was like a running joke about lewdness on his stream and stuff, because people would always like try to like pretend like he was being too lewd and report him for shit like that. But yeah, he played the I think the second one on the full playthrough. I watched it.
Is it so wrong?
Actually, I think it was the second one. It was the one where there was a chick that was really buff that looked like a guy but was like a girl, I guess. Let's go back into the sewer. Ah, the ladder broke. Alright, it's not gonna be as easy as that. You might have to use a rock. Okay. Yeah, he was like this huge muscular guy, but dressed like a girl. Could I light this on fire or something? No. Damn it. Damn it.
Ah, you again. I found the Mithraeus box. One which had not been plundered. Do you know Mithraeus? I suppose it doesn't matter. It is an old faith, building temples out of caverns. The dark walls being the universe, and inside are its followers. Humans watching the sky slowly. But the followers do have one thing to arouse a real sense of connection. Creation. The forms.
I can't even bring my rock with me. Shit.
Who are you to question me?
Oh, we used that. We used that meat to lure the monster from somewhere. Yes, he would wear a schoolgirl uniform. That's him. Yep. I think that was him. It looks a lot like him. She. Yeah. Never seen any she's like that before. Oh man, am I gonna have to game fax this? Hey, Sonny. Oh, you know what I was thinking the other day, Sonny? Since the accident, how you been feeling? Hopefully, you haven't complained about anything, so I'm guessing everything's good, pain-wise. I hope.
Was there something else? Not many orbs are left. They sometimes consume themselves, or break, then used by an uninitiated. I was lucky. The orb I found spared my life and returned to where I found it. I know because Alexander took it and brought it to Brandenburg. Vi was a brave man and dared to proceed where I did not. He unearthed a number of carbon temples and gathered a whole collection of orbs. But unlike every other finder since the fall of the Israel faith, he was able to unshackle the horror you and I connected with the orbs. He used them and was able to travel far and wide, beyond the world itself.
Glad to hear that, Sonny. There's a college by here that a friend of mine, when I was in high school, used to host a punk show from.
Not the way I hoped.
And he had me on there once, and oh my god, I didn't talk one single bit because I was so nervous. Are you nervous to be on that thing? Damn, that sucks. Inflammation sucks, especially with the bones and stuff. I'm glad you're doing better. I was gonna say you haven't been complaining, so that's good. I think it's this way. Yes.
It's close now.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, the me now who's used to kind of speaking publicly, though I'm not in front of anybody, but broadcasting to you guys is no different than being on the radio, you know? I just can't see you guys on the other end. The me now would have no problem doing that radio thing now, but except from the technical standpoint, I wouldn't know what to press, but the me then, you know, I was so excited and, you know, I don't know what I was expecting, but it was just, oh my god, I was just so quiet, and thank god my friend was the host who had experience. It was fun though, it was cool. I just didn't like having to get up at like 3 in the morning because his radio block was really early in the morning.
Got the doors open? Good going. I knew it.
Maybe, I mean, you don't have to stand in front of a mirror or anything, but, you know, kind of practice. That's crazy, though. Unless you don't have to talk on the radio.
How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me already! Kill me!
This one, prepare him.
Do you kind of have an idea of what you're going to be playing? On Tuesday? Turn the box. I'm gonna use that to hide behind at some point. Kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body followed. Her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the man contemplated their next step. The god of thunder, you scared away the storm. Rock music, hell yeah. Just no Bon Jovi, okay? At least not that one song. Was it like whatever home? Moving to a new home, whatever it was called? Nice, nice. Oh, would you look at that? A rat. This house is not for sale. That's what it was. That's right. Lamest song ever. Ugh. No more tinder boxes. Oh yes, this is where the meat's gonna come into play. Ugh. The rapist hung upside down, his tears soiled with blood flooding from his belly. The saw between his legs had flogged itself in the hip and wouldn't move any further. The men stepped back and waited for the victim to drain. Ooh. Can I use it that way? How am I supposed to use it? The blood needs a vessel. Oh, so a jar. The blood cannot be reached. Find a way to lower the vessel to collect the blood. So we need rope. Chill the fuck up, Daniel. We'll come back. Gonna have to find rope somewhere, I guess. Alright. Oh, here we go. Yes, yes, yes. Whoops.
Good to see you. My
Oh my god, Daniel's really starting to lose his mind. Wayer taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and he still insists on me releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such a lack of compassion in the seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, and he is and has been for centuries my only link to the worlds beyond. Weir claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give him Agrippa first, so he too can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige, but how am I to part from him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is most helpless feeling, but I must restrain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Weir told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and temperature. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer. If I can find the internal clan from a large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile grounds for this sort. I should then be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Okay. Temperature, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling Karenk. I will have to address Weir with this, as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, property prepared well should suffice to contain it. Okay. Oh, thank God. In court, the Order of the Black Eagle spew their politics at each other while I sit quietly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I am the one and the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I have seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged, not by time, but by anguish. Burger King needs to be stopped. Oh yeah, the cheat. Fucking Burger King. Yeah, Daniel's freaking out. His brain, his sanity is quite cuckoo. Alright, the choir. No, I have not. I was hoping all of them were going, or at least the most popular ones, you know? Where can I see that list?
"15th of August, 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry, no time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry.
Damn, man. So no, fuck. What's his name? Oh, Iwata? No. That's not his name. What's his name? Oh my god. So he didn't sign the contract. Fuck, that sucks, man. That's a good list. I'm not, you know, those are all really good wrestlers. But I was hoping that the Japanese guy was gonna, not Tozawa, but the other one, the one that was in the finals, Ibushi. I was hoping Ibushi. I remember my brother was saying he didn't sign the contract though. Fuck. He screwed himself over with New Japan too, so I don't know.
You must let me be. I have to concentrate. Take the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come.
I don't know what the hell's wrong with Ibushi.
Take the man, cut the lines, paint the man, cut the lines. Please, the man cries. Now you see.
Fucking Ibushi, man.
I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain. Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
It's really like, I don't know what his deal is, because I don't know if you knew this, but before he went to the Cruiserweight Classic, New Japan was going to make him champ, and they were going to elevate him to be this, like, the face of New Japan. You know, they're going to make him the champion, they were going to skyrocket him to the top, kind of like how WWE did with Roman Reigns. And he pretty much said, fuck you, and left them. So they took that personal, and I'm pretty sure they're not going to sign him back. So it's like, where's that guy going to go? Because he did the same exact thing to WWE just now. So I guess he's going to have to go to Noah or some other Japanese company, or Pride. It's not even Pride anymore. Something, I don't know what he's going to do. Maybe he thinks New Japan will, you know, buckle and give in to his demands or something. I don't know. Shit. Oh god, no. He's such an idiot if he goes to TNA. That's his only option, really, right? Fucking stupid. Does TNA have enough money? Oh my god, I'm just... Let me make sure. I think there was probably some more rooms I missed. Oh my god, Kota Ibushi in the UFC taking on CM Punk. And I was like, how much money was he actually wanting, or what? Why would he turn down two of the biggest companies in the world, as far as wrestling is concerned? Doesn't make sense to me.
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. Yet it is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
What? That one got me. Ain't gonna lie. Guess we got another piece of the orb. 1, 2, 3. I think there's 5 pieces. Good job, game. To progress or ROH, I guess. He still has good standing with them, I guess, but I don't know if New Japan would like that. The forger stood absolutely still. Or Lucha Underground. The casket had been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip just for a moment. His knee jerked, and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly forward, and it took a while for him to realize that his eyes had been ruptured and were beginning to leak. Tissue is quite soft and should be possible to break open. With what? Ew. Alright, so we got the poison gland, which we needed to extract. Okay. The trader did not know what to think of the brass bowl, as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was going to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument which was the bull's head. Outside, the men could hear the brazen bull below. Ooh. By the way, Luch, I'm okay to talk about NXT taping spoilers, or will you be watching? No, you can talk about it. I don't watch NXT, especially after the last episode. Okay, so like the Cruiserweight Classic was so fucking good, especially the main event. Just so good. And then NXT comes on right afterwards, and it was so bad. It was so fucking bad. I hated it. Oh yeah, no worries, Distributor. I figured you were just watching, so you weren't talking. But then when you get like that, it's usually when you drop those sound commands in on me to try to scare me. So I've kind of been patiently waiting for that to happen. Ty and Rude? Interesting. Cheese and rice. Jesus Christ.
The wheel is good for keeping your victims still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
They got beat by Sanity through, or though after Rude didn't take his robot entrance. Glorious, man. The murderer's limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly but with intent, so the rope secured around his legs stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other knowingly and took a hammer and struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. Four. Huh. Like the first comment said, this could be fun.
Whatever it takes.
Nope. I think that means I got all the pieces.
Jesus! Oh my! Oh! Yo, you're gonna die! You are gonna die! I guarantee it! I'm out of here.
Croce with the host. Thank you, Croce. Did you hear, Croce, that we're now allowed to, we are now allowed to, invite people to the Tomorrow Children as long as we pay for the coupons for it. It's 200 coupons to get a code.
Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another realm.
How you doing, buddy?
He wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate then. Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic via the scribes. And do so before you assemble the orb. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Won't be able to save it.
Psychopath. I think that's how you say that. Thank you for that follow. Much appreciated. Welcome to Lucha Bros.
The transept and find the rest of the orb pieces.
Oh, it gets more and more expensive. Well. Yeah, I was gonna write down the code. I know you can only see it once. Kind of scary. It's like you better not fuck up, right? Alright, so 5 pieces of the orb. We have the tar. We need to make the thing. Let me check the mementos. One note speaks of a mixture made with 3 ingredients. Oh, the glass jar. That's right. I forgot about that. Fuck. In the torture room. Should probably need right from the creature. Okay. I have to go back. Poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer. The gland is from the creature. Okay. Yes. Okay. Man, you weren't kidding. They have
Good to see.
they taped way in advance already. Let's go to the choir. Oh, by the way, some guys on Reddit were talking about the Voidka that make you work faster based on praises. And it appears it is retroactive, so you have to get praises for it to kick in, and it winds down over time. Ugh. Yeah, good thing, Croce. Yeah, fuck that. Which makes sense because the one where you can see the things on the ground, the Freeman dollars and stuff, that I was gonna tell you that wears off. You have to I had to rebuy it, and I don't think it's stackable. It's just one time and then you have to do it again. It's so stupid. Temporary. Should be permanent, you know. So but then I guess that means that they want you to grind because it's easy to get all those little things. Every time you go and talk to a cop, he's gonna give you the badges anyway, pretty easily. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's all part of the grind, I suppose. Alright. place with the blood thing was back on across the room, I think. I hope so. I don't want it to come all the way fucking back here. Yo, Kieran, I don't know. It sounds like, ugh. You're saving me time by me not watching NXT. It sounds like, Jesus Christ, what's happened to that show, man? Hollywood boys, ish. I don't know, my dad. I only watch Lucha Underground now on Wednesdays anyways, so...
You're a good boy, Dad.
Alright, so the monster's there. Right. Oh my god, yeah, it was really good. The weapons of mass destruction. Oh man, I was so sick. Oh yeah. Okay, so we need like a rope. For sure. Or a chain maybe. Maybe that.
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man. How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man. It was an accident.
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault. Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
Yeah, I agree with you that that's the only thing worth checking NXT out for, but you said there's nothing too special, so that sounds awful.
No, please. Do anything. Whatever you want. Anything. Do anything. I'm innocent.
The arsonist kept crying as he was slowly lowered on of the impaler. It didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It wasn't the method, it was the arsonist. He was different from the others. They could make him forget again. We need that blood. Tell me about it. Fucking awful, right? Oh, you know, I haven't gotten up. But of course. There we go. We got it. We did it. We did it, MySpace. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I had figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans all have very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and the terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break out in fits of violence where their strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem, but it will hinder the effect of them after. The right steps to take are therefore to restrain the victim. Still days proceeding by presenting the form of torture you are about to apply, and then to continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror, and the human mind is extremely efficient as it will trigger itself into greater fear. Simply by imagining it while applying the pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. Also apply the pain in doses, if possible, with breaks to let the body settle. If you are whipping or cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subdue, then strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce vitae and saturate the blood with its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield the maximum effect. If the victim doesn't behave as expected, it is likely that all will be for naught. Before this happens, feed them amnesia drink and try again later. You need to drain them of that fear. A moose won a dance party. What? What is this? Oh. I'm done. Fucking DNA. Oh my god. Is it you, my love, I miss the most, or is it perhaps myself? I know what I have become. I'm not blind. I'm a monster to them, a demonic sultan perched on the dark mountain top. There's little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it's only a matter of time, for they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time I must work. If I can't return home now, I shall perish. Alright, we got everything we need. Purified. Oy. That copy pasta though. How do we purify the blood? Purify.
I see that all the arm pieces you need.
Yes.
I know I have no right to ask anything of you. But if you could find it in your heart to gather the...
Oh, fucking Christ. It's the only place I can think of to purify the water. I mean, the blood. Ah. Okay. I scared you? How did I scare you? My bad. Okay. I know what to
see
do
that
now.
all the arm pieces you need.
Yes, yes, yes.
I know I have no right to ask anything of you. But if you could find... I see you have all the orb pieces you need. I know.
Oh, because it sneezed. Sorry, my bad. Try to do it off camera. Or away from the microphone. I know, you guys are supposed to be scaring me. I hear you. Like that. Yeah. Good so far, Croce, but I'm only playing it on the PC. I don't have issues with OBS and PC. My issues stem from the PlayStation. Yesterday we switched to PC, so I can't tell you for sure if it's fixed all the way. Yeah, there's a 3-minute one. I'm not gonna say what it is because I want to hear it for 3 minutes. There's a reason why it's not fucking listed. Hey, you want to do it? Go ahead, man. No one's gonna. I don't care. Oh, you'll probably regret it, like you said. Oh, that'd be pretty cool, Croce. Here, I'll do it. I'll take one for the team. Takes run. Okay, let me read this again. While we wait anyway. Oh, I went to the wrong place. That's why. Okay. He's like, here we go. Oh god. Remember, we can blame the sugar for this. He wanted it. He was like, tell me what it is. I was like, hey, it's done. Oh. It's not. Meow. It never ends. It never ends. No. Don't forget PSN. You have to unfriend me on PSN and report it to PETA.
I see that falls above me.
No, don't kill her.
2 minutes and 53
You
seconds.
had me worried. Quite frankly, I'm not sure what to do with you. I hold no grudge against you, Daniel. We are so very much the same, you and I. Did you really drink from the Amnesia mixture? It does explain so much of your behavior. You never did finish what you set out to do. You talked about redemption, how you would face the orb's shadow and save our work, and me. I will grant you another chance to redeem yourself. You can wait here and stop the shadow. Thank you, friend.
There is a little left to say. I write solely to prevent myself from revisiting the memories of these last few days. If I am fortunate, I will fall asleep, and time will pass without effort. I have begun to wean myself of my prison. When I first arrived, I felt like I was being being buried inside a tomb, but now I feel the closed walls comforting me. As long as I am in here, there is no pain. The walls protect me from the outside, and I even laughed earlier as one of my wardens dropped a key down the pipes. Gave me hope for a second, thinking I could escape if only I could somehow reach it from here. In my dreams, Alexander, I am king. In my dreams, I best you and escape your clutches and return with all the knights of the realm, carrying pistols and sabers in my dreams.
He sees what I see.
Now I know what it is. Ah, fucking this sugar. Yeah, $15 is not too shabby. Right, without pirating it. Yeah. Oh, we got the bucket of water for a reason. What is that reason? Okay, Kieran, have a good night or morning. Thank you for hanging out, my dude. I'm gonna send you the code after stream for the Tomorrow Children on PlayStation. So yeah, maybe I can like Croce said, take a screenshot. I'll write it down and then do both. That way, yeah. Simpson-y, classic rock or modern rock. To the right, to the right. Bon Jovi, yes.
8th of August, 1839. Tonight, we will unlock the power of the orb and ultimately banish the shadow hunting me. I feel it closing in on me, and I fear for my life more than ever. Just outside Altstadt lays a small settlement where Zimmerman, a dairy farmer, lives with his wife and 3 children. We took the coach and went there. Our visit was unexpected, and Alexander was able to strike Zimmerman down without alerting the others. As he went to take care of the farmhands, I began to look for the children. We should have more than enough prisoners to finish the ritual now.
Dang, Daniel's fucked up.
I thought I'd lost you. The castle trembled and I could hear the chancel collapse. The laboratory might be accessible now.
True. Did I pass it already?
it. Thank goodness. Now, pay attention. First, feed me the tonic, and then use the saw to remove my head. As the tonic begins to work, you'll be able to cut off my head without taking my life. Then, take my head and bring it with you. As you enter the gate Alexander is opening in the inner sanctum. What do you mean? Why wouldn't you enter the gate? We can't argue now. You need to act.
Okay.
Quickly, off with the head. And then, whatever happens, get me through that gate. You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around. You're a good boy, Daniel, and I appreciate your company. But I believe you have...
Here we go. Wait, what? Alright, something must be done with the machinery. What exactly? Thank you, Crutchy. I feel we are almost done with this game. Ooh, coffee. Yoink. It has to be something big.
18th of August, 1839. I cannot believe what I have become. One of the girls escaped and I chased after her all the way upstairs. I hunted her down and... what is a life worth? How many lives can I take before I surrender my own? Sure, I would kill a murderer to save an innocent. But to kill an innocent to save myself? A cold-blooded murderer.
Murder. Perhaps a cog. No. Perhaps a rock? Yeah, that works. The inner sanctum. This is the farthest I think I've ever gotten in the game. This looks like Egypt.
August 1839. It's not fair. I'm not to blame. I've been manipulated by that demon. He played my guilty conscience and duped me into facing the shadow alone. That vile, conspiring man. He expects me to meet my death as he steals power beyond imagination. Alexander, I will kill you for what you have done. If only the shadow had caught me in London or Algeria, I wouldn't have to suffer this humiliation. You made me a murderer, a monster. And now, I merely await my death. I am too weak to press on. I can hardly stand as my knees fail me. I cannot see as my eyes are dressed in tears. I am as broken as the men I've tortured. If only I could wipe my fear away, as we did with them.
Is he talking about amnesia? Oh, I remember seeing a speedrun of this. You had to kill the old man.
I see Agrippa convinced you to run some errands. Tell me, is everything nice and clear now? Am I the villain? Good and evil. Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable. Are you so blind that you see no good in me or evil in Agrippa?
It looks like the other penises in this game. That's what you're saying. Oh, I have 3 choices, huh?
Do you see it? A whole other world. can finally return home. But you, I am sorry. You won't be able to return. No, you fool! You have ruined us!
There he is. Do you see him, Vaya? He deserves so much more. Please, help him. I know you can. Don't worry, Daniel. It will be all right.
Seemed like I only had one choice. Throw that head in there. Oh man, I forgot I saw the ending to this on speedrun. Awesome Games Done Quick, I think. It's like 2 years ago. It didn't make sense, but I remember the whole old man naked thing. There's 3. What ending was that? Didn't seem like I could do anything else. Guessing that was the bad ending. You sure there's 3? Oh, you die in all of them? Okay, so it doesn't matter. Oh, we can check to see. Daniel's ending, the revenge ending. For this ending, Daniel must topple all the pillars in order to ruin Alexander's ritual. The ground begins to shake, and the shadow creeps under Alexander, who screams from pain and then curls into the fetal position and dissolves into a blue mist, seemingly killed by the shadow, but never touched by it. The shadow, however, does not touch Daniel. And after the screen fades to black, a short cutscene will play of Daniel seemingly leaving the castle over the sound of shifting stone and the shadow's growth. Daniel will say, "It was my greatest triumph, and I never looked back. You think I was afraid fleeing Brynberg Quite the contrary. I knew it was my purgatory, hellfire made to wash away my sins. There's no denying the things I've done, but I have paid my tribute. I gave them that awful man. I did the right thing. Alexander's ending, the bad ending. Doing nothing in the orb chamber will trigger this ending. After Alexander disappears through the portal, Daniel will hear the prisoners and the little girl he killed begging for mercy while the shadow invades the room and seems to rip him to pieces within a minute. After screen blackens and the shadow's roar fades, Alexander's voice will be heard saying, "Thank you, my friend. Your sacrifice won't be forgotten. You'll be celebrated forever." This ending can be triggered while in the cells. After being locked inside, doing nothing to escape will draw the shadow to Daniel, who will be killed in the same way as in the orb chamber. Apriga's ending, the good ending. To trigger this ending, Daniel must put Apriga's head in the portal right before the preparation is complete. Alexander will exclaim, "No, you fool, you have ruined us." The shadow seems to consume Alexander and Daniel, who both scream in pain before Alexander dissolves into blue, and Daniel collapses to the ground. The screen blackens, and then floating blue light will appear in the distance while Daniel walks towards the light. Apriga says, which is what we got, that one we just got.